am bam damn a damn Alabama fan and proud of it. Gump Nation forever, brother.
Namath again faking, quickly finds his target.
Now cuts in. He's at the 40-yard line. He's at the 40.
Quick drop throws in the end zone.
Each number represents an expectation, a challenge that only a championship tradition can issue.
Pressure. Anders hits him. The ball is loose.
Alabama, here comes the heat. Cornelius Bennett. Whoa, did he get lit up?
It is an endless passing of the torch that urges the wearer to enrich his legacy.
Brings pressure up the middle in a hurry. They can't get away from Gunn. Alexander first down and more.
Richardson breaks free on the sideline. Turns the corner. Can you say goodbye?
Because at Alabama, tradition is not retired. It is built.
So I want everybody to think here for a second. How much does this game mean to you? Because if it means something to you, you can't stand still. You understand? You play fast. You play strong. You go out there and dominate the guy you're playing against and make the damn quit. That's our trademark. That's our MO with the team. That's what people know us as.
Oh, I'm sorry. Y'all caught me. Y'all caught me taking a sip there. You want to put that MA up there, brother? If you would, go ahead and let's get that out of the way right now. So it might get a little while. So, but yeah, welcome to Bam Down Sports, Make It a Double. We got a title here tonight, but we also have a special guest, and it may be just a regular on here. You know, we're still working that out, and I think it's a good possibility we might do that there. So let's go ahead and bring her on there if you want to, Spencer, and let's come on and we're gonna try to get her a intro going here pretty soon. So welcome, AJ. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. How you doing?
Oh, I'm all right there. So how was your week? Okay.
Cold.
Your weekend?
It was cold. Cold.
Yeah, it
cold.
is. Yes, it's real cold out there, and it's I understand they got a lot of ice down south there, and I've seen people in the chat there, and I know that everybody's wondering about Stephen Higgs. I talked to him on the phone. He's doing great. It's just cold as hell down there. You know, I'm just gonna put it that way. And he's go ahead.
Oh no, I was just thinking it was colder than a well digger's ass.
Okay, that's right. That's pretty cold. Yeah, and yeah. So he doesn't have any power, and he's just trying to conserve his battery on his phone. You know, because it takes electricity to charge them. So listen here, I'm already slurring. I hope I'm not. I am on that shit. By the way, if you ain't on it, get on it. If you got them, smoke them. Latoya, happy birthday to Latoya. She's got a milestone there. Is a young 47 today. So happy birthday to you, Latoya.
Happy birthday.
So yeah. All righty. So anyway, do you want to try going into this here? The reason I had that title put up there, line coach for the players, just straight up, how do you feel about that? Do you think it was that our problem been with offensive line coaches? I won't say coaches because we just lost one, really, you know, because everybody was saying it's because of Chris Kapalovic, you know, was a problem. And, you know, I don't know. Go ahead. I'll get your view first on that. See what you think. And was it Chris's fault? We've had problems in the past. Before that, we had Nick Sheridan. Wasn't he the O-line coach during that time? Or he's more of a quarterback coach?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
I can hear you now. Got you.
All right, everything. So, what would you? We blanked from there for a minute. What would you say again about the?
I mean, our title is it's offensive line coach, or is it the players themselves? Because everybody seemed to think it was Chris Kapalovic, or he was our offensive line coach, and they recently, gave him his walking papers and said, you need to leave, because everybody in the podcast that I was on, that I was looking in the chats and stuff, that I wasn't on personally, but in the chats, they're saying, it's Chris, and I've even said that I thought it's him. I thought
Well,
that Chris.
some people.
Go ahead, talk to us.
But no, some people was just like, I think they were real critical of his running game.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? Do you think it was his running game, or do you think it was his overall strategy?
Yeah, I think it's a little both. I mean, look, we've been winning with passing game. It wasn't by no great margin by far. We know that. But we've had problems before that we just couldn't. The O-line itself couldn't seem to make spaces for a running back to go up. I mean, they could get a few yards, sure. We had Jalen Miller. He's a monster there, but he was only getting because they'd all gang up on him, man, because they know where he's going. And I think that scheme comes from where? It comes from the O-line coach, which I guess in the headset that he's talking to his quarterback and saying, okay, this is what we need to do. I don't know what.
Well, it's kind of funny that you mentioned that, because I think we talked about that the other night. When you start running the same plays over and over, and everybody knows what you're going to do, they ain't no real strategy to it. Then your opponent's going to know what exactly to do, and that makes you wonder, what's really going on behind the scenes. Is it incompetence? Is it ignorance? Or is it something under the table?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, because I got to looking something up here, because I was just wondering for myself, and I looked something up here while I'm off on Mondays anyway. So I looked something up, and I was looking for game managers. I said, because you see, a lot of times you've seen quarterbacks, they'll see how the defenses line up there, and then they'll go up and talk to the center. I was always thinking that maybe the was the main game manager, but no. I mean, from what I looked up, and this came from AI Overview, and it said that the game managers, because they're saying there's 5 of them. They're saying you got the center, then you got the guards, right and left, and then you got the tackles, and they all communicate with each other. So, I mean, I don't know. What do you think? I mean, is there? I mean, how do they get their calls? What I'm saying, how do they know that?
Yeah, and who? I mean,
It's
I
by
don't.
the way they line up.
I don't know. I don't know. But I want to add, though, I wasn't meaning to insinuate there was anything fishy going on. I'm just saying that if something ain't working, you fix it. You don't keep doing the same thing. But anyway.
Exactly right. I mean, yeah, because I mean, if something's not working, I mean, let's try something else, or something. But and I don't know a whole lot about this jargon and stuff. I mean, I watched one YouTube thing today, and it talked about the A gap. It talked about G, and then it talked about some other thing. I'm on this shit, but anyway, but it talked about 2 different things that they can read, the O-line itself. I mean, the 5 major ones that we're talking about, and I mean, whether it's going to be a gap play or it's going to be the other play, I can't remember that, but there's 2 different kinds of plays that they can do. So, but anyway, it's just I don't know. Something because there's miscommunication there or something because I mean if you want to have a running game you got to do one of them, one or the other, and you know if you're gonna pass, you know it can, and everybody can read that, you know, and
It's kind of like having.
I'm with Nicholas over there. Go ahead.
Oh, it's kind of like when you're playing cards with partners, and you got to have good signals that you both know.
Mm-hmm.
Or when you got a pitcher that's communicating, doing a signal to the catcher what they're about to throw.
Yeah, pretty much. So I mean, yeah, because the little catcher down there, you know, he go like this or whatever. So anyway, he does that. So and as you know, Nick Harden too. But yeah, you got to be able to develop these players here too, and you know, tell them that then. But I don't know. I mean, I want to ask your honest opinion about this. And does Alabama have an actual playbook, or is it strictly certain coaches that come in there? I mean, is that possible that we do have one, and we go by that specifically, or does each coach have their own plays and come in there and say because we got a new coach, we had Caleb DeBoer. What's this? This is going on his third year. Is he bringing his own playbook, or is he going by what Alabama has established as their own playbook right now? I don't know. That's me.
Well,
I mean, if you're the same way, I mean, yeah. I can't hear you.
I cut it out. Hold on. But no, that's what you mean.
I got
Like in certain areas when we had different coaches that would run different, you know, they would run different things more than the other ones would. But that also would depend on who they had in the recruiting class. But I don't know, you know, because I don't know. I don't know. This is technical.
Yeah, I know. I'm kind of getting because I'm just like this. I'm just all over the place right now. I'm just telling you right off. I mean, I got a book here and I put some ideas down on it, but I'm just all over the place right now.
I mean, because you got all kinds.
And I apologize for that.
Because you got all kinds of like different kind of plays that you can run and you can and stuff like that. But you know, let's see what on their running game they was running like well, here's some that like the zone family, inside, outside, wide zone dukes, and then the gap family, counter power, split zone tags, and then dual downhill, double team concepts when they want to lean on you. That was all stuff that there was in the most recent past playbook.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
just
and I want to talk to Ja'Cory Williams there. He said he brought up he said whose idea was it to hire Chris Kapilovic out of Michigan State as Alabama offensive lineman coach. And only thing I know that we've got association with Michigan State is Nick Saban because he coached there for a while. And maybe he had some influence on that. I don't know. What say you? I mean, it's not necessarily the best choice. We've seen that before because we've seen Coach DeBoer bring his own crew, you know, and we've seen how some of that's went. So I don't know.
I think that Nick leaving was kind of not as expected as it. You know, people. I mean, it was a little bit unexpected, and I think they're still acting kind of like a family after a divorce. You know, and nothing's really like falling into a regular routine in place. Like everything's just kind of like, oh well, what do we do now? Like, you know, we're divorced, and we've got the kids over here this weekend, and nobody's really able to get together.
Right. So, and like I say, you know, Coach DeBoer, you know, he was instrumental. I'm pretty sure of bringing in we had there from Washington too. So, and he's done a pretty good job, and I guess, and the man, it's just I want to see a center. You know, I was talking about the 5 O lineman there, and I want to see a center like Landon Dickerson that we had there. You know, he could, and he wouldn't be afraid to say, okay, look over here on this side, look over here on this side right here, this guy right here, this guy right here, watch this here. And we've seen that there. We've seen that in the NFL. We've seen some of that too. So, but, and that's why I'm just wondering. I was just wondering why specifically would I why can't I don't know. It's just I don't know. I don't know all these things. It's just I don't understand it. It's just five. You got five supposed to be according to what I've seen. The center. There's you. I thought that was the number one game manager because of what I've seen. I've seen them point out different ones. You know, I've seen them say, okay, over here. You know, maybe that's his signal to one of them other four that's with him. You know, watch out for that. Watch out for this. You know, it's coming up. So I don't know. I mean, what you got anything on that? Or I mean, we can go somewhere else if you want to go. But you got anything on that?
I don't know.
We've had problems. Like I said, we had problems since what? Our last natty was in 2020. That was our last natty that we've had. And we won some of our SEC championships since then. And like I said, I got this T-shirt. Let me see if I can find it here. Hey, shit, I don't know if I got it right here, Andy. Okay, there you go.
What was it that year that they put Tua in at the championship game, and which one was it? It was one of them where somebody was having trouble not getting the ball passed. They were getting sacked. They kept getting sacked over and over and over.
I don't know. It was Tua was with Jalen Hurts, wasn't it?
Jalen Hurts, yeah. It was the game. I think that they gave Jalen Hurts all that hell because he'd been almost perfect the whole season before that, and anyway, I was. Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh yeah, motherfucker Jones said 2017. Yeah, that was a good team there. I mean, I've got the jacket here. That was a special year for me because it was in 2017. Our I don't know if it was our 17 national championship. I don't know, was it? I don't know, but I've got that coat here, so I ain't gonna dig it up because it's buried over here. I got so much stuff here. I got to do some house cleaning. So. If you could see what I got here, it's amazing. Yeah. Yeah, if you want to, Spencer, go ahead and have Brock come on here. You okay with that, AG? You want to have Brock come on here with us?
That's fine because I told you earlier that I wouldn't really give it a lot of thought today.
Okay. Yeah. If you want to bring him on,
I mean, I don't play football, so I can't get that technical without thinking out exactly into the.
Okay. So, yeah. Steve said 2018. Yeah, it's for that year, but it's for the season was in 2017. So yes. So anyway, but yeah, we had Nick Sheridan, and Nick Sheridan, you know, he couldn't get it done. I mean, he still got a position on a team, and I don't know, is that a good thing? I mean, what do you think?
What's up?
Hello, Brock. How you doing?
What are you? Hey, how you doing, man?
I'm doing
good.
All right, man.
We got a new offensive line coach we just hired about an hour ago.
Yeah,
I was trying to tell y'all in the chat. Yeah. He's been at 3 NFL teams. So he coached offensive line with the Patriots. He's coached offensive line when Najee Harris rookie year. Y'all remember Najee Harris? That was our really good running back in 2020 and 2019. So Najee's rookie year, when he was the offensive line coach at the Steelers, he helped Najee go for 1,200 yards rushing his rookie year. Also, he was at what was his other stop at NFL team? I can't remember the other one, but he's been to 3 different NFL program teams. So he has a lot of experience there. He was at USC, I believe, this year that ended, so 25 season. So he was just the defensive analyst, offense or defensive analyst one. I think it was defensive. So he's got a lot of experience, man. And it was also Oregon. He really turned it on at Oregon. He the running back that plays for the Buccaneers. I can't think of his name right offhand. Me and my buddies were talking about him earlier. How he when he was at Oregon, the little running back that was there, Bucky Irvin. He plays for the Buccaneers. And he had a really good year under the offensive line coach Clem that was there. And I talked to a lot of Oregon. I got some Oregon Duck friends, fan friends. That one of my Oregon friends, he's an Oregon Duck fan. He said if they could bring him back, he would love it because they rushed for almost 3,000 yards the year he was there on the ground. So I think he's a really good. I think this is a home run hire. Of course, we got to wait and see how he fits at Alabama, because we also said the same thing about Cap. When he came here, we thought he was going to be good, and he didn't turn out to be worth the shit. So, our offensive line was rotating in the SEC championship game. That's a bad sign, man. That's bad. So, yeah, William, I just want to throw that out there. That's what I know so far about the guy. But I think it's a good hire, man. And we may add another O-line coach. They said we might have 2 O-line coaches. The board might add another one. So I don't know how that works out. I don't know how they run a 2 O-line system there, in college. But hey, I'm all for it. Whatever the board is, he's the head man. So whatever he decides to do is whatever we got to go with. But I'll let y'all feedback off what I just said. If y'all got any comments?
AJ, you got anything?
What's that?
Do you got anything on the new O-line coach that we've just hired?
No, I said earlier I had not done my homework on the upcoming topic today.
I got you. Yeah, this is new to me too. And Roll Tide Rise Up, if you want to come on here, I'm sure both of them are okay for you to come on. So if you got anything on this here, that's just, I don't know. To me, as you see the title, we see offensive line coach, or is it the players? Do they not know what their scheme is? Do they not know that, hey, we got this guy here that's going to come in from this side, or this one here that's going to come in, and but I don't know. I mean, because I'm not a player. I've never been a player. I played in the band. I played clarinet. That's it. That's just me. That's me. Woo! That's me.
I really
was in
think
the band
I
in high
really
school.
think
Go ahead.
I really think our O-line, our running back coach, he needs to be looked at, man. I don't think we're not he's not producing any of our running backs in the last few years. We have regressed in developing our running backs. I just don't think he's doing a good job. I don't know. I think Gillespie should be he should get his ticket out of Tuscaloosa, in my opinion. But and I also think another guy that should go is probably the special teams coach. Our special teams was absolutely terrible this year. Too many mistakes during critical times on special teams. Um, I just feel like those are two guys that I still want to see out of here. But if not, if the board don't see it, then oh well, you know. At least we trying to get the offensive line fixed. Maybe it's just the offensive line, but I'm not a fan of Robert Gillespie right now. I get it. He was at Tennessee. He was all over. You know, he's been at different programs. He was under Saban for the longest, and he's still at Alabama. That's fine. He's been here 5 years, but who has he developed in our running back room? The only person I can say maybe be Brian Robinson when Saban was here. I mean, in 21 and 22,
Yeah.
Brian Robinson ran for like 1,300 yards. If y'all remember, we beat the brakes off of Cincinnati in the Cotton Bowl. He had I think his career. He had a career day against them. It was like 200 yards rushing, 210 yards, something like that. But other than that, man, like our running backs, we can't even have a running back to get 100 yards on the ground the last few years. So, and that's just kind of alarming to me, man.
Yeah.
I feel like it needs to be a change there. I feel like it's time for a change there also. But what do you think, William? Go ahead.
I'm sure you agree with Spencer there. I mean, our running backs would run, but they'd get hurt because, you know, they would never open up lanes and stuff. And you seen Jal Miller, he got hurt, you know, because, I mean, there's nothing there. I mean, and then they see what we're going to do because they have Jal Miller back here in the back, you know, with a quarterback, you know, it's going to be a run play, you know. So, I mean, I'm for I don't know what was it, the wishbone that you had a halfback and a fullback behind you. You know, you didn't know which one's going to get the ball. I'm all for bringing that back there. I mean, AJ, you got anything on that there? Because this is back in Barry Bryant days that he brought the wishbone. What do you think? Could it work today?
I think
Could
anything
it?
could work today. I think
No,
anything could work today.
the wishbone would not. I don't think
Hey,
so. I not wishbone. No.
Is he going to go to the halfback or is he going to go to the fullback? You
That
see?
wishbone is no sir.
it's like no way.
No, that's too predictable, man. I don't think that would
Really?
work in Alabama. I don't, Spencer. I've heard people say that, but
Okay.
It's
Why?
kind, but
I
it's
mean,
kind of like
that's
when
your
it's so
opinion.
ridiculous. When it's so ridiculous, you're like, no, they ain't gonna do that.
but
You know.
Ryan
And
Grubb
then,
needs to he needs to call better plays at times, man. I I I question his play calling sometimes too. I mean, to me, he just tries to be too cute at times. You know, with all this trick plays and uh like I think it was what game was that? Tennessee game where Jeremy Bernard he made something out of nothing, man. I'm talking about he's about 5 yards behind the doggone quarterback there on the right there, you know, like he's lining up at receiver, but he's behind the line, like 5 yards back, and Ty Simpson looks back and throws him the ball, and I guess it was like a trick play, and then all of a sudden he just, you know, he goes between two guys and gains like 12 yards. So that just scares me. Stuff like that. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what the heck that was, but at least we didn't get a big
Yeah.
loss of down there on that play. So
Yeah. I mean, So what? How do you feel? I mean, Brock. I mean, how do you feel about our quarterbacks always having to run for their lives, man? Because there's no blocking from the side. I mean, you can see these here guys coming from the side because we guys looking way over here, and there's an open guy way the fuck over here.
Yep.
I mean, what is that? I mean, is that the coach? As we're saying, is this the coach or is this the player?
Well, it could be not the players not understanding at times where to be, and the scheme also has a lot to do with it. But I feel like the Alabama on the offensive side of the ball this year was just so poor at blocking guys downfield. We could not have any physical toughness about us, like at blocking anybody. Like I seen so many times this year where our running backs get blown up by linebackers. I seen where tight ends miss blocks, and it's just too many mistakes, man. And we didn't execute the way we should have this year. The execution was.
Yeah, okay. I got a question for you about this here. And AJ, you can chime in first if you want to on this. But there was a question about the wishbone. And AJ, I want you to go first on this. There was a question about it because it's an option play. Okay? You're either going to run the ball or you're going to give it to this other guy here. And so it's either one or the other. I mean, would that not cause confusion on the defense? What do you think? On the other side? What do you think? I think it would.
Is that the same? Was that like what they did in that when they called the strip in that Super Bowl versus Miami?
I don't remember that. So, are you talking about in the '92 championship?
I think so. That sounds right.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's been a long time since I watched that game. So long time. So, but yeah, I just remember that we had that. What was his name? Landon, I think it was on there. So.
But so you don't think it would work? But it would be like you said, an option. So is that the one where you got two? How many carries you gonna have? Two or three when you run the play?
Yeah. Well, yeah, you got a halfback and you got a fullback behind the quarterback.
All right.
That's what that wishbone is. So yeah. So the quarterback can either give it to one or the other, which one's going to do the blocking and then one's going to do the running. So, I mean, if we want to go to a run and play, to me that sounds like the ideal thing to do. To have the wishbone.
So yeah, because it would make the defense, they would have to play a perfect assignment.
Exactly. See, they would have to figure out which one they want to go to, and it's up to the quarterback which one to give to. In my opinion, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong.
It depends on where you are on the scoreboard, what down you're in, and what the rest of the situation, because that could eat up the clock, and it could limit the it would be a good game control. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly. So Godfather, if you want to come on here, I mean, if you want to put that in, Spencer, for him to come on, you just put the link up there, and if you want to come on here and join this discussion, I'm with you on this here. So, but I think it'll work. Brock seem to think not, but with two, what did you say there? Two halfbacks flanking the quarterback. So yeah, I think that could work. sure enough. So that's my opinion. That's me. I'm sticking to it, and it's gonna be different. It's definitely different from what we're doing now.
Yeah,
I mean,
but William, I'll say
go
this:
ahead.
I just don't think they're going to switch up our offense. The board's not going to change anything that he does. Him and Grubb, they're just not. They have their own plays, I think, and what they brought from Washington. And I also think they probably still use some Nick Saban plays. I mean, here and there. I mean, Bear Bryant, all them. So
Yeah, I'm with you, Jeff Stapleton. I mean, if and we had a hurt quarterback there, he wouldn't probably admit it there, but he was hurt. He was hurt, and me and Spencer talked about that before. The guy's hurt. He shouldn't have been playing that game, but that was the best we had at the time as far as playing time. He had the most playing time, and that's what I'm saying. To me, I think during the season, and this is just me, and I know, it's going to be Canada board. It's going to be his third year, and everybody's wanting him to perform to the max. We made it. His first year, we didn't make it to the playoffs, but we had a 9-4 season. Okay, we had that. Okay, we had a 9-4 season this year, but the fourth came while we was in the playoffs. So, and then again, I can say I don't know. It's just, should we chance it again and try some things different than what we've been doing? Because what we've been doing. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Talk.
Well, I think it's worth it. I mean, people are like, oh, that's antiquated, but think about it. It peaked in the 70s at the height of the what gave us the dynasty and the legacy that we got today, and also, who was the offensive coordinator like in the what that was back when Mal Moore was the offensive coordinator too, when they kept running that play.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm just saying that.
Unfortunately, I just wish we still had Mal Moore, but he's gone. So I mean, rest his soul, So, but I mean, and who we got now? I mean, as far as AD, I'm talking about athletic director.
Yeah, I mean, but he was athletic director up until like what 2013, something like that. But he was actually offensive coordinator back whenever they were running the Wishbone winning championships.
Yeah. So. Yeah. I mean, he was a good one, and we got Greg Burns is who we got now, right? Greg Burns. And I don't know. I mean, I'm up in the air, man. I mean, I don't know. I don't want us to have a losing season like we've been having. It's been since 2020, folks. 2020 since we had a natty. Now I know we won the damn SEC championship 3 times. I showed you the T-shirt. 3 times we won it in a row. Better than what Jog has done with their damn natty. Okay, whoop-de fucking doodah with you damn fucking natty. You're 3 feet. Who's the killer of that right here? Right here. You hate us because you ain't us, baby. Joggy, you ain't got it, buddy. You ain't got it. I'm on this shit. Go ahead. Talk to me.
I was just gonna agree with Brock though about it not working today, because you have to consider, because you can be nostalgic, like, oh well, it worked, but then you have to think about all the different changes they've had in the different rules and stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, Brock. I'm on this shit. I gotta fix me something.
Yeah, I'm on this
Brock.
shit too. Yeah. Listen here, Georgia fans. I got a little rant about these Georgia fans. A lot of them talking about how we got our ass whooped against Indiana. Well, you know what? My coach just got here, and guess what? He got more playoffs wins then Kirby damn smart. So y'all Georgia fans, you can talk all that mess you want, but Kirby doesn't have a playoff win in the playoff area yet. I'll shut up. That's all I got to say.
Go ahead. I got to mix this up. Somebody talk.
I'm on that shit. Yeah.
I got to stir this here with my finger. Y'all know how I do it with my finger. Makes it taste better.
I'm on that shit, Georgia fans.
I see. But yeah,
but
I mean,
I think though, William, like Alabama this year, if we don't have to have a great offensive line, just a good offensive line, right? That can just enough where we can, average 5-6 yards of carry on the ground. That's fine,
yeah.
We just got to do better, man, because I think we're at our lowest right now when it comes to running the ball. So we can't go nowhere, but we can't go no further down. We got to go up now, So
exactly.
I feel like this year, watch out for that freshman running back we got. I'm not going to hype him up too much, but EJ Crowell, the in-state guy, Xavier Crowell's his name, but they call him EJ. I'm talking about this kid is different. I just got that feeling that he's going to be a difference maker for us this year. I would say he's the best running back in the room we got, and he's a freshman. That's just me. I'm very high on EJ Crowell. If y'all Alabama fans in the chat haven't watched his highlight tapes and his and looked at his stats, man, he dominated. Yes, Mr. Football. Who said that?
That's Susan said that.
Yep, Susan, you're right. Yep. I'm just telling y'all, we got something to be happy about. I'm just telling you. And I can't wait to see what he does. I ain't gonna put too much expectation on him, but man, if he has one little bit of a crease, he can take it all the way. He's the difference. So I'm very excited for that kid.
I like this here. Did you notice this right here? Did you notice this, Brock? And AJ, you can comment too on this here. Did you notice we hired a running backs offensive line coach, and who do we get? Offensive running back that can get the damn job done. According to my buddy down here. What do you think, AJ? What do you think about that? I'm excited about this shit, man. I'm on this shit. Talk to us.
Yes, sir.
Wait. We see, if I don't know.
Yeah, Spencer says he had a great O line in high school too.
Yep.
Well, I mean that makes a difference too.
They just gotta become consistent with their like a run block unit, and so that they can it's that I also think it's because they ain't found the chemistry because they have all these changes in that and it's all different. Like they've been divorced. I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I just think we got a good one, man. We just got a good one in EJ. I'm not expecting him to be perfect or nothing like that. I'm not putting no expectation on the kid, but I'm just telling you, if you watch this kid play, you know that he is special. It's just no way around it. And Spencer, you probably watched this highlight tape. Like, man, I think Alabama really, and he's a kid that was born. He came out of his mother's womb a Alabama fan. That it just means, listen, y'all, it just means more when you're a kid and you come from the state of Alabama. You know what I'm saying? It just means more. So those kids like that, you always want to go out and get those in-state guys because you know what? they give they all in those big games.
And well,
Yeah.
one thing too we need to think about is even when they're that and they give their all, the pressure that we put on them as
Yeah,
fans is in the criticisms and stuff that we've got to think. Wait, they're still just kids. So some of the problems could be that with the
right.
more access to social media than what teams had in the past, that they're seeing too much feedback that's negative, then that gets in their head, and so that could have real,
Oh yeah,
that could be a factor that
you're right, AJ.
we're not even considering. It's got nothing to do with the actual player's talent or the coaching strategy, but it's all about
Yeah,
them just
yeah,
getting in their head.
yep. I think that's what has happened to Ryan Williams. Um, I think his expectation from our fan base was really high. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
We expected him to be the right. And Ryan, at his potential, he can be that. There's no doubt in my mind. I'm gonna tell you what. I still think he is the best offensive player in college football with the ball in his hands after the catch. Like he is the most dangerous wide receiver after the catch, in my opinion. So he just gotta mature. Ryan just
But,
gotta he's gotta focus and be more mature and trust his hands more. You know what I mean?
But it's got to be hard
Right.
for them to be having so much pressure to be the number one and the number one team and have all these fans that's got all this expectation out of you, and you got to think they're going to have graduated college before their brain completely develops, and so that they've got to we're putting all this expectation on them, and they're still just kids when it
That's
comes
right,
down to
Susan.
the criticism.
Yeah, Susan said Crowell said he is ready to learn. He knows he's got to learn to pass block. Yeah. It look
Yeah.
that's the main key. For these running backs when they first come in, they have to know when to pass block and how to pass block. You know, um, and that's something that they learn when they get on campus. Um, during a spring and fall camp. Um, like y'all remember Richard Young that transferred this year? That guy was a 5-star running back, but you know what he could not do? He couldn't pass block. Did you know that's the reason why he couldn't be on the field? I'm just saying, y'all. Like if you can't pass block, run block have to study film. Wait, what? Um,
Yeah.
running backs have to study. Oh yeah, right, Spence. Um, they like Jam. I was with Jam Miller this year. I know he had injuries and stuff, but he missed a couple blocks at times. That got Ty in some
Yeah.
trouble. So um, everybody has to be on the same page and execute at a high level for this offense to you know for it to be up to par. You know what I'm saying? Especially to
Yeah.
the standard of how DeBoer and them had at Washington. With that offense because they had a running back from the transfer from Mississippi State, Dylan Johnson. He went for 1,000+ yards that year in year two of DeBoer at Washington. So, and that was Grubb was the
And
OC there. I mean, they ran the ball. Like they had a really good O line. They got the yards they needed. I mean, but they had the guys at receiver and they hit the deep ball downfield and they had the quarterback to throw the deep ball. So Penix is an absolute monster at throwing the deep ball. So uh that's that their offense was so good, man. I think there was number one offense in the country
yeah.
that and that year when the boy was there. So it's important, man. Everybody's got to be on the same page, like I said. Everybody has
Yeah.
to
And
want it, man. You gotta want it. You gotta go out there and you gotta give your all, man. You gotta want it, and you gotta study film, like Spencer just said. You know, you gotta pay attention at all times. It is very important.
mhm.
And
Football, you don't
Yeah.
learn football overnight. You don't learn all this stuff in football. It's a lot to football, man. I played 2 years of
Yeah.
football in high school, and look, I I was a running, well, I wasn't first string running back, but I was second, and man, I I didn't like all that stuff you
Yeah.
had to learn. It's a lot.
Yeah.
You got to learn it
And
though
and,
to be
and and
good.
that's where it starts there,
Yep.
Brock. You
Hmm.
got the line man, you got the offensive line managers there.
Yep.
You got the tackle, you got the guard, you got the center, you got the guard, and then you got the tackle. You got to figure out which one's going to blitz. Is it going to be a blitz player, or is it going to be the other? You know?
And you also
and
got to know your gaps. The
Yeah.
gaps, like A and B gap,
Yeah.
C gap. You know, you got to know
Yeah.
all that stuff. Um,
Yeah. I mean, because that's been our problem. I mean, they've been chasing down our quarterback.
yep.
Now, where's that been on our line?
Yep.
We're missing something
we
there. We don't have those five. Go ahead.
we still got
Go ahead, AJ.
uh, issues. See, even if you know everything technically correct, if the players know everything technically correct, and the coaches and everything else, and everybody has to work together, we're coming off of an era of Nick Saban where we were everybody wanted Bama, right? So now, on top of
Mhm.
everything, knowing everything technically, you've got to think about individual coaches worried about their job, worried about what if their player messes up, and there's that trickle down of ego and insecurity, job insecurity. And so there's a whole lot of factors
Right.
that are going to be mixed in with the fact that they might not be knowing everything technically correct, or they might be knowing everything technically correct, but they can't get everything together because it's just the chemistry's not there yet.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're coming up on 5 minutes before we end here. So, y'all got any last words there? Brock, I'll start with you. If you got any last minute,
Yeah. I
I
just like
mean,
to say,
last word.
yeah, I would just like to say, the O line coach that we hired, he was also a 3-time Super Bowl champion. He was he played under Bill Belichick. He was an offensive lineman under Bill Belichick. Uh, this guy knows what he's doing. We need to trust him. Don't don't throw him under the bus. Us Alabama fans, I'm just speaking in general here, but our fan base needs to give him time, you know, and just just let's see what happens. You know what I'm saying? But I think we're in for a good year on that offensive line, man. I think we're gonna see great things this year. Um, I think this offense is gonna take a really big step forward and compared to this past year. So I'm looking for I'm looking for the future, and I'm looking forward to seeing during spring ball. You got A-Day coming up here in about 2 months or so. So we're gonna definitely see what this team is gonna be about this year. And yeah, y'all, I appreciate y'all letting me on, and roll tide and damn Georgia. Yeah.
Fuck jogger, fuck them hedges and all that damn shit there.
Yeah, fuck Georgia. Yeah.
Auburn
Fuck them
and
hedges.
LSU and Texas and all that shit.
And Tennessee too, damn it.
Hell yeah.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead. All right, man. Appreciate you, Brock. Go
Yes,
ahead,
sir.
AJ. You got last words?
Oh, I was gonna, agree with what Brock said about not throwing people under the bus so quick, because that's, I think, part of the problem is they start hearing the chatter, and then they start getting on, and that just makes it like get worse. But I'm hopeful that it'll be a good year, and I also just thanks for letting me come on. I really have I've been out here freezing, and it's bad weather, and wasn't really, and can't find my all my devices, And so thanks for being patient with me.
Yeah,
I'll talk.
Susan, it's gonna be a day this year. Yeah, it should be a day for Alabama this year. So yeah, everybody got a chance to, if y'all want to go.
A bullshit. A bullshit.
Oh, fuck.
Who did that? What the heck?
It ain't me. I don't have controls. That ain't me.
I don't know who did it, but I think somebody's coming in here or something. There's somebody
Yeah, there ain't
eavesdropping on
supposed
us.
to be one on this particular show that's doing that. So ain't supposed to be one. So I'm just saying that. I don't know if the other one come in there or not, but there ain't supposed to be one on here. So, but anyway,
Somebody's backstage.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I agree with what both of y'all said. I mean, we need the team to do what they're supposed to do. We need the coaches to do what they're supposed to do and have a scheme and not just play the same old so plays, all the time there. We need to that. My view is wishbone, try it, let's see what'll happen. That's me. It might not work, and then again it might. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I don't know this here. You got your game managers. I told you about the 5 that I looked up there. You've got your tackles on the outside edges. You got your guard, and then you got the center. All those are game managers on the O line. So let's get it done. Let's don't create holes where you need to when we're going to run. Get just by what you're viewing now, you should be able to do that because you played football since junior high. Most of you started junior high. I know that was our when I was
Jeff
in the day. You started
You
junior
can do
high.
it.
So,
Jeff Stapleton
just look at
said that's ice boxing backstage.
Yeah. What you're seeing, you got to go by what you're doing. Those 5 managers. Like I said, I looked that up. Because I want to see, because I've seen centers go, I've seen them point it different ways. I said, right here, he's looking over here. Okay, so I'm just saying, I research this stuff, folks, because I care about this show tonight. Monday nights is my night, and I'm going to care about you, and I'm going to care about this whole thing. So that's me. So, but yes, my final words is, let's have a good season. Let's get our coaches together. Let's get our players together. Let's have that cohesiveness together. And let's win this damn natty this year.
Yep.
This is what, 3rd year, 4th year? 3rd for Coach DeBoer. Let's get it done. This is going to be on our 4th year,
3.
right?
Year 3. Year 3.
Year 3? Okay.
Yep.
So, yeah. And if I missed you in the chat there, I love you, each and every one of you. I do, from the bottom. And so, and if anybody ever wants to come on here, you're welcome to go to the email, bamdownsports@gmail. We're at gmail.com. And talk to Spencer. He runs that thing, or I've got my own personal if you want that. Just say that in the email, and he'll get back with me, and we'll go from there. So anyway, AJ, I love you, and I love everybody in this here. Chat, all of it. I care for each and every one. If you're for this team right here, because they ain't us, damn it. That's why they hate us, because they ain't us. So anyway, like I said, I'm just glad of this here. And take us on out of here, Spencer, with the great mighty words of Bear Bryant, our man.
You've got to be better in all 3 areas of life, which of course are spiritual, mental, and physical. You must be able to discipline yourself. If you don't learn but one thing out of football, it'll be worthwhile. There's certain sacrifices that you will have to make. There are going to be many sacrifices you have to make in later life. To fight. To fight. Oh, I don't mean fist fight. I mean to get up and come back and get up and come back and get up and come back again after you've been knocked down. And that could happen to you in later life. But if it does, you're going to know how to handle it. There's no one that ever has or ever will accomplish anything alone. I've read about self-made men. That's Tommy Rot, as far as I'm concerned. I don't even know how to define intangibles. And I know that if you learn these lessons, you'll have it. And if you have it, you'll win, and you'll be better prepared in those 3 areas of life that we've been talking about. That there are going to be times for everyone that you're going to get discouraged. But if you never lose sight of your objective and never give up on yourself, if we do that as a team, 11 at a time, 4 years from now, why, we'll be walking out of here